Hi, my name is Lowell Joseph Gallin, and I'm here with Heddy and Fanny on Derech Beit Lechem, Bethlehem Road in the Baca neighborhood of Jerusalem. And I want to welcome you to the first interview I'm doing in Israel on assignment for the Laura and Lowell show. That's New York's newest TV talk show, which I established a few weeks ago with my friend Laura Ledbetter in New York. And this is our Love Israel with Laura and Lowell interview series on assignment in the land of promise. So first I'd like to tell you this is my new cowboy hat my wife bought me a week or two ago on Pierre Koenig Street, and that's going to come off. We're going to be doing a feature there too. This is my old kippah. You see it's a big kippah with flower, yarmulke, which my wife got me at the Israel Museum. And I always wear the biggest kippah possible to fly the flag of Israel. And we're going to be doing a feature in the Israel Museum as well. And this is my new shirt designed by an Israeli designer who has a shop on Hillel Street. It's made in Nepal. What does this mean? You want to have someone who loves you, who fusses over you and dresses you up. Right, guys? So if you don't already have someone, I hope you will soon. Now, we begin with our interview. Heddy and Fanny, who are sisters, came from Germany to Israel in 1934. In fact, was it Christmas Day? Christmas Day. A year after Hitler's rise to power. They came from a Zionist family, and we're going to talk about their Aliyah, their immigration to Israel. So, Heddy and Fanny, you've lived in Israel since 1934?
In Jerusalem.
And where did you learn the King's English? You don't speak American like me, you speak...
We went to a school. We went to a school which was called the Evelina de Rothschild School for Girls.
My wife and I have two girls. They went to a girls' religious high school, arts high school for girls. A girls' school as well. So you learned your English there?
Yes.
As you can hear, Heddy and Fanny learned the King's, or as I should say, the Queen's English. I learned American, that's another language. And years ago, after we came on Aliyah to Israel, we've been here 20 years, we came when our girls were 1 and 2.5. The girls were having girlfriends come over, so they said to me in Hebrew, "Daddy, please don't speak to us in Hebrew. Your American accent is matzchik, is funny to our girlfriends."
The way we talk was not the American way. We talked English. We had special teachers come here to teach us the right pronunciation in English, not American.
Shalom, we're in the middle of an interview. A friend is walking by and just said that we're doing an interview. Shalom Yafa, Yelach Yom Tov. I just said, Yafa, please have a great day. So let's get back to think Yiddish, dress British, Queen's English. So you learned it in school.
That's right. It was a school which Hebrew English on the same level. Hebrew and English on the same level. High school.
And you're both fluent in German, English, and Hebrew.
That's right.
That's incredible. So
right.
You came from a Zionist family.
Yes.
And you were already dreaming of coming to Israel anyway.
Yes.
You mentioned something.
But you were little girls.
You were little.
When we came here.
Your mother, were your parents Zionists too?
Yeah. If our parents were Zionists.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah, sure.
So your immigration to Israel was accelerated by Hitler's rise to power in 1933.
That's right. Yes, definitely.
And was it primarily your mother who said you have to leave now and
primarily
go to Palestine?
Primarily my mother.
Yes.
That's right. She was the one who pushed.
What do you think it was about your parents which made them conclude that you have to go? Many German Jews believed that the situation would pass over. What was it about your parents where they saw that Hitler was different?
Because of the place we lived in was a small place called Halberstadt.
Halberstadt.
50,000 inhabitants.
50,000 inhabitants.
Where in Germany is Halberstadt?
It's East
Magdeburg,
Germany.
near Magdeburg. Near Magdeburg, not far away.
It's East Germany.
It's East Germany. It's East Germany. And
they were Zionists.
they were Zionists.
And what did your mother see that made her say, girls, and to your father, the girls have to go now, because you were very young?
No. When Hitler came to power, my mother immediately slipped out. Immediately. And my father came before us.
Your father was already here.
Yes. He came here to check and see what it was all about. And then he had the possibility, because he was the head of the family, to ask the rest of the family to get certificates so that we could immigrate to Israel.
Was it difficult to get the certificates?
Yes, it was.
The British were already making immigration of Jews more difficult at that point. And when you came to Israel, did you come on a train or a boat?
We came on a boat.
Come on a boat.
And you've been in Jerusalem ever since your arrival?
Since our arrival.
We landed in Haifa and came directly
back,
to
yes.
Jerusalem.
In Haifa. When my grandfather was 79, after my grandmother died, that's my mother's father, he made Aliyah, he immigrated to Israel, and he lived here for 10 years until he died at the age of 89 in 1983. And as he told my mother, those were the best years of his life. Have you liked living here in Israel?
Yes, very much so. Very much.
Do you think
We were very Zionistic. Our attitude and
That we had our own land.
that's right, our point of view and our belief in how things should be here in Palestine with us, the Jewish people. We were to have our own country.
How was it to come from Germany with so much material prosperity to British Mandate Palestine with so few material things?
But we were very happy to be here. We were in one room, the whole family, parents and sisters.
In one room.
One room.
With the,
In Germany,
and so on
in Germany
outside.
we had a house, not a flat.
Very difficult.
It was very
situation,
difficult.
but we were very happy
But
to
we
be
were
here.
happy to be here.
This reminds me years ago when I was studying Jewish history at the Jewish Theological Seminary in New York. I met a professor, Meir Ayali, and he told me he had also come from Germany, I think, that in the 1930s he said he was with a group of boys primarily, and they were establishing a kibbutz, and he said, we had nothing to eat but bread and olives, but we were happy.
That's it. That's exactly it.
So you would say that happiness is primarily a state
That's
of
right.
mind which has
Yes.
little or anything to do with any external factors.
Yes.
So you've been happy to wait, a bus is going by. Okay, the bus went by. You've been happy then to live in the land of Israel.
Absolutely.
And do you think Israel has a good future?
Of course.
Sure.
We're sure of
We've
it.
got our own country.
We've got our own country now.
That's wonderful.
We live in our country. We rule our country ourselves. Of course. It's great.
Heddy and Fanny live at the Beit Avot, we call it a parents' home, the Moses home here on the Bethlehem Road. We're across the street from there. And how we met each other every morning for months. I get up and after doing my gymnastics at the swings on the bars around 5:30 a.m., I take our 3 dogs out for a walk to the Sheriver Plaza. It's a beautiful park-like area near the UN. And then I swing around in a huge circle and come down the Bethlehem Road. And I've always been saying good morning to Heddy and Fanny until about a few weeks ago where we started to talk, and then I said, can I interview you for my new TV show? And Sie haben Ihre Zustimmung gegeben. Did I say it right in German?
Right.
Forgive my toy New York accent. As Henry Higgins would say, there are even places where English has completely disappeared. And in America, we haven't been speaking it for years. And I'm sure anyone trained in the British system would agree. That accent goes with you everywhere. But my German can be understood like my English. Heddy, Fanny, is there anything else you'd like to say before we conclude our first interview to our viewers?
But we are very happy here.
We're very happy here.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for being my guest for this interview, and we thank you all for watching. And
we're glad that we could help you.
Thank you very much. So, our viewers for the Laura and Lowell show, have a great day, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you very much.